Well, everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at the Roku system and compare it against the Amazon Fire Stick and see which one is the better one for you. Should you go ahead and go down the Fire Stick route, or should you go and go down the Roku route? And let's go and take a look at it. Now, the way to kind of break it down is that, Amazon, their Fire TV, their Fire Stick, whichever you're going to use, these kind of depend on, the whole entire way of using your Amazon account. So if you have an Amazon account, if you already have, an Amazon system, going down the Amazon route might make a little bit more sense. But keep in mind, there are still a lot of things you can do outside of Amazon Prime Video on an Amazon Fire Stick, just like on Roku. Like on Roku, you still have Netflix, you still have Hulu, you have a lot of different things like that. On the Fire TV Stick, you have the same exact thing too. You have Disney Plus, you have Netflix, you have Amazon Prime Video. So there are still a lot of options there for sure. Now, the first thing to keep in mind is the price tag of both of these is roughly around the same thing. So they're very, very cheap. You can buy them in the used market, you can buy them in the brand new market, and there is a lot of capability when it comes down to both of them. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you're going to go through and pick up, a Fire TV Stick or a Roku Fire Stick, or Roku, TV stick, really you're going to be getting the same type of system for the most part, which is nice because they're both very, very cheap. Another big thing is that both give you access to a bunch of different applications. So that's a very big thing to keep in mind. You can go through and use both of these, and have the access to a bunch of different apps out there, which again is a very nice thing to have too, because this basically allows you to just use your system as you normally would, and it basically allows you to go and use it. And there's a lot of capability behind it. It's not like it's so proprietary where there's only like 2 or 3 apps, in general. There's a lot of stuff there built in, which again is a very nice thing to have there too. Now, the other thing to keep in mind there too is the fact that they're available all over the place. And they work kind of the same way. All you really have to do for the most part is just grab the Fire Stick and you can just plug it into the HDMI port. Sometimes you may have to plug in the other side to like a wall outlet or something, but it is still really nice that you can just go through and just plug this thing in and kind of use it there, which again is another very, very awesome thing that you have here. Now, when it comes down to some of the, capability behind both, within the Fire TV, you have the capability of going through and having access to over 300,000 free movies and TV episodes if you connect your Amazon account. But even if not, you can go through and still, have access to a lot of things. There's a lot of other applications you can use even outside of your Amazon account, which is still a very nice thing to have. The cool thing about the Amazon Fire Stick is that there's a big community behind it. It gives you a really good support system. It's up to 4K, so you can go up to 4K if you want to. There are lots and lots of, applications built inside of it too, which is really cool. There's not the endless amount of storage inside of both of these systems, but it's still enough to get you going. And if you need to, you can always delete stuff and kind of go down there. Within the Roku, stick, there's still a lot of capability behind this type of Roku system as well. So you can still go up to 4K, HDR, Dolby Atmos on both, which is very nice. There's still hundreds of thousands of things you can watch inside of both of these, which again is very nice to have too. So I do think that in and of itself is another very cool thing here too, which is another very, very big thing to keep in mind. Beyond both though, if I'm going to be honest, there really isn't like a crazy big reason why you should go pick up one over the other one. I think for the most part, from what I'm seeing and what I've read online for my personal use case, Roku is kind of the one that people kind of go to the most. It seems like that is kind of the focus, for the Roku company. They just their bread and butter is from TV, is from these type of sticks that they make. And that would probably make a lot more sense considering Amazon is kind of an all-in-one company. There is just so much stuff that, Amazon basically does. So for a lot of people, that is kind of one big thing to kind of keep in mind there. Now, within something like Amazon, Amazon, they kill it. They do a great job in basically everything they do. But a big thing to keep in mind within Amazon is that with a company like this, their focus is on a bunch of different things. So I'd hate for you to go and buy something like an Amazon Fire Stick and already have it move out or not want it anymore. So that right there is probably one thing to keep in mind. But the consensus is for a lot of people prefer and like, the Roku stick over the Amazon Fire Stick. So keep that in mind, but that's kind of how both these kind of compare in 2024. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.